All right, so Marvel Rivals has been out for about a week at the time of this stream. It's crossed 10 million players over its first weekend. It's been very successful. People are loving the game. I really like the game. I do think it has some issues. I think the game needs more tanks. It needs more support characters. I think there needs to be a role queue. I've seen some people try to counter argument there shouldn't be a role queue. That'll ruin it. There just needs to be more tanks. I'm like, no, like you guys, some of y'all are not having fun because you refuse to learn how to play the game. It's not supposed to be 5 DPSs. Although you can do that. You can just lose. Not my problem. My friends, we be winning. But that being said, I've seen people on Twitter talking about who are the best and the worst characters. So I said, I thought it'd be fun if I ranked who I thought are the best and worst characters in Marvel Rivals. Before we get into it, friendly reminder, I'm giving away a Steam Deck in the month of December 2024. And if you want to enter the giveaway, link is pinned to the top of the chat. If you're watching on YouTube, the link will be at the top of the description box. Click the link, read the instructions, enter the giveaway, and you can get a Steam Deck. Now back to it. Let's talk about the definitive Marvel Rivals tier list. And by definitive, I mean my opinion in the first week. So we got DCBAS, typical stuff. I'm just gonna go by the pictures and we're gonna talk it out. So first things first, we got Adam Warlock. He's a healer. I'm gonna put him at B tier. I think he's a good character, not top tier, but definitely in the right hands he's very dangerous because of his ability to revive. But I do think that Adam Warlock takes a little bit more skill to play. So like you won't see a lot of them out, but usually when you do see one, they're pretty good. I just think he's a B because a lot of people haven't tried him. So a lot of people are not going to put him at A or the S, but also I guess his utility isn't top tier either. He's just a decent character. He's a little squishy too. Yeah, he's a solid character. He's cool for quick play. I don't know if I would play ranked with him. He's my go-to healer. Some people like him. He's a decent character, I will say. So I'm gonna put him at B tier. I think that's fair. I see a lot of people in the chat say B. 6 for Hulk. Next we got Hulk, who's a tank. I'm gonna go ahead and put him at the D tier. Somebody in the chat said F tier. If we could do F, I would put him at F, but the lowest we have is D. I'm not gonna lie. This is one of the most baffling things about this game to me. For those who don't read the comics, the Hulk refers to himself as strongest there is. He is a human being that has battled with gods. Hell, he's been a god. Planet Hulk. This man's destroyed places, whole planets and shit. Fought the whole Avengers by himself. He is a fucking god tier character. Omega level type. I know he's not a mutant. I'm just saying Omega level type character. He should be the best tank. He should be the best tank. He is the worst. I'd argue he's probably one of the worst characters in the game. Hulk is ass. Yes, Doom. Hulk is ass. He does not have a lot of utility that helps the team. The coolest thing he has now, they just added it, the fastball special, but I'm gonna be honest, we're gonna get to it. Wolverine not that great either, so. But like, I think at bare minimum, a way they could fix him, he should be the tank with the most health. Just make him super fucking tanky. Because I mean, that's what he's supposed to be anyway. Instead, for some reason, Venom arguably has the highest sustain of any tank. Venom plays like he's fucking null when it should be the Hulk. He doesn't punch hard. That's another way they want to fix him. They can fix him. If you don't want to give him a lot of health, make him a warrior type of tank where he might be a little bit squishier compared to other tanks, but he hits hard as fuck, so he can engage that way. His abilities are not that great. Like, I think one way they could have made him better is if you guys remember in Marvel vs. Capcom, when the Hulk could lift up boulders out of the ground, give him like an AoE move for some crowd control. I don't know. He just fucking sucks. I don't like playing him. And then on top of that, he's only useful when he is the Hulk. If you take the Hulk's health bar, he turns into Bruce Banner. And I'm not going to lie, as someone who plays Captain America, the moment I see you transform into fucking Bruce Banner, nigga, I'm throwing that shit. You're going to hell. All 9 circles, nigga. All 9. It's over. So I think he's one of the worst characters in the game, unfortunately. Swiss cheese. Mink. Next we got Iron Fist. I know you niggas like to get fisted. He's S tier. I see some people saying A. I think in an average player's hand, he's A tier. In a good player's hands, he's S tier. And that's why I'm putting him in an S. He's fucking annoying. I'm not gonna lie. He has rapid punches. This nigga can damn near fly. I've seen clips of this man flying through the air, taking out goddamn Iron Mans and shit like that. This nigga's just evil. If he gets on your back line, your healers are gone. And then he heals when he punches as well. Yeah, his lock on is crazy too. I've seen some clips that Ethos put in the group chat where this man locks on from like a mile away. He's just a very cheesy, easy character to hit. I mean, to get hits off with. In the right hands, he's fucking deadly. I did not expect him to be that good. I actually thought he was going to be a mid-tier to low-tier character because Iron Fist basically just throws hands. I know he has a cheap punch where it can extend it a little bit, but he's really good in my opinion, at least right now. That's why you see a lot of people playing him. Almost every team's going to have an Iron Fist. Did you know that he has a seasonal buff? What do you mean? To be honest, that makes me not want to play him if he's brain dead. Glue eaters like him. Glue eaters like him. Next, Iron Man. I play Iron Man. I got a lot of experience with him. In an average to scrub players, for a scrub, he's C tier. For an average player, a B. If you're good at the game, in my opinion, he's A. Not S, but I put him at A. I play him a good amount. I'm not gonna lie. Most of the time, I be going off with Iron Man, and y'all see me playing with him. I be averaging like 20 kills with him. I think the reason a lot of people don't think he's that good is because they play him incorrectly. He's very squishy, which is funny because Iron Man's supposed to be a fucking tank, really, with his iron. You're supposed to flank with him. If you play him correctly as a flanker, people don't take advantage of his mobility enough. The average Iron Man player, which is a C, B tier type of character, they just float in the air and they just shoot their little energy beams or whatever. And then they get mad when Black Widow and fucking Hawkeye shoot them out the sky, or the Punisher. They're standing. You have some of the best mobility in the game with Iron Man, and most Iron Mans will just sit still. I love seeing another Iron Man in the sky because I'm gonna fly right up in your face. I'm gonna right click and hit your ass with a unibeam. You're out of here. So in the right hands, I think he's A tier. That's where I would put him. But I understand why some of y'all say B. I think he's a good character, and his ult is one of the best in the game. He's got a big ass AOE, and if you time that right, you're team wiping. Absolutely, one shot. Get sniped by a dagger. Yeah, I want your opinion, but I believe there should be 2 healers. What about you? Yeah, usually we run with 2 healers, like 2 tanks. Yeah, usually. Buff state, he's pretty strong too. Yeah, with the plus E. Yeah. Jeff the Shark is a fucking O block demon, S tier. The S tier, O block demon. Very solid healer, does a decent amount of damage. Got good mobility. This dude can go underground and can move all around like a shark in the damn street. So great mobility, solid damage, really good healer. He can spit out bubbles. So you could put heals out and just leave him there and your teammates can pick him up, as well as you have your right click heal, your traditional heal. And then his ult. His ult is a problem. I think his ult is the reason he's S tier. I think he has the most broken ult in the game, probably. It's fucking stupid. If you have not played the game, his ultimate creates a whirlpool, and it's fucking huge. It's an AoE, and whoever's in that whirlpool, it sucks them in, and then he can control you. So what a lot of Jeff the Land Sharks do is they'll get you in the whirlpool, and then they'll jump off the map. Kind of like how when people play Kirby. This nigga's Kirby from, if Kirby was actually good. Kirby from Smash Bros. You know how Kirby players will try to suck you off and then jump off the edge of the thing? He does the same thing, but the AoE is so big, it takes up the whole objective. In my opinion, the way they can balance him, reduce that AoE by half, so then it becomes more of a skill shot, and I think he would drop down to an A tier character. But at launch, in its current state, because of his ult and his utility with healing, I think he's S tier. Plus, it doesn't matter if you're in the area, it still gets you. It's fucking annoying, man. Fucking annoying. Loki. Siggy plays a lot of Loki, so I mean, I got a lot of experience running with him. In the right hands, he's really dangerous. I feel like between an A, B tier, I kind of want to put him at B, though. He's a little bit more skill-based because you can summon clones that can do damage. But as a healer, I'm not the biggest fan of Loki. He throws down like those little healing AoEs, but but I've been feeling like it takes too long for them to come back. And I feel like as a healer, your primary utility should be healing. Like with Jeff the Land Shark, he has the bubbles and he can spray at any time. With him, his healing's like an ability. He has the turrets and you could teleport between the turrets. His ult is nice because you can like steal people's stuff. He's a very tricky character. In the right hands, he's like A tier, I think. But for the average person, I would say he's probably B. No, you can hit people for heals. Oh, Siggy don't be healing enough, dude. He don't be healing enough because y'all hear me when I be playing. I be screaming, "Fucking heal me, bro." Shit. Another healer. We got Luna Snow. A lot of people have been trying to figure out where she's from. The X-Men, new character. I'm gonna go S tier with Luna. I'm gonna go S tier. In my opinion, she's the best healer in the between these two. Why? Mobility. She has really good mobility. She skates around. She does good damage. I be getting kills with Luna. Her heals consistent, and she has arguably the best ult in the game. If you played against a Luna Snow, when she ults, just get out the way. You're not killing anybody. You literally become invulnerable for like 30 seconds. So if you have a good Luna on your team, you can push the objective. She is a very good team character. She's the best general healer. Jeff is more, yeah. I'd put her at S tier. I really like Luna Snow. She's really good. You said, okay, don't knock her if you haven't played her. And her ult is pretty easy to get. You get it pretty frequently. Not even the Punisher's ult can stop her. Not even. It's very. And then on the opposite end, when you're dealing with somebody who has Luna Snow on the opposite end, it's fucking annoying. Magic. Magic can teleport. She does crazy damage up close. Where would I put her though? I feel like I put her between an A and a B. I feel like the average Magic player would probably put her at a B tier, but a good Magic is A, I think. Because Steve plays Magic and he be going off with her. I think the issue is she has a high skill ceiling. She takes skill to play, so some people don't like her. But I think in the right hand, she is dangerous. So I think I'm comfortable leaving her at an A. But I'm not gonna lie, if you have a bad Magic, then she becomes a C. Like, it really depends on who's playing that character. Steve, generational talent. It really depends on who's playing that character. But she doesn't feel broken. Her ult is really good. I never felt like I was cheated by a Magic. Like, you just get outplayed when you get killed by one. It's not cheesy, I don't feel like. A low A in my opinion. I've had a rough time with her because she's melee. Got to use those teleportations. Magneto, I know exactly where I'm putting him. I'm gonna put him at B. He's a B tier tank. I tank a lot. Not a big fan. I feel like Magnegro. Magnegro is just kind of middle of the road. He's a decent tank with a shield. Does decent, okay damage. But I feel like in order for him to be most viable, he's only really good when he's teamed up with Wanda. So if somebody doesn't know the proper way to build the character with Wanda, when he gets that sword ability, when he gets the sword ability, he kind of bumps up to an A. But if you don't have that, which is going to be half the time, especially if you're playing with randoms, he's not that good of a tank. I'm personally not. I don't think his ult is very good either. He's just kind of like, he's like Diet. What's the dude from Overwatch who had the big shield? He's like the Diet version of that with the hammer because he has a sword instead. What was his name? Reinhardt. Yeah, he's Diet Reinhardt. That's what I would say he is. Barely above Hulk in my opinion. Barely. He's okay though. I've gotten some wins with him. Mantis. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how I feel about. I don't play her, and I feel like I don't have a lot of experience. Nobody on my squad plays her either, so I don't really know what she does other than heal. And I'm not gonna lie. Every Mantis that I see, I be bodying them. Is she A tier? I'm gonna let y'all take this one. I don't know where to put her. Because when I see her, I be killing her, but I don't know if me killing her is a right representation because those Mantises might just suck. She's good. She's A, B tier. She's very good. Y'all saying y'all voting for an A? I'm gonna let y'all have that one then. I don't really have like a strong opinion on her. She can increase damage and her ult is good. I'm gonna have to try her then. Fucking Moon Knight, crazy man. In the right hands, Moon Knight is dangerous. But I feel like I don't really see a lot of good Moon Knights as of the first week, at least. Some of y'all are saying C. Some people are saying A. So I think B is actually a good place to put him in. He's somewhere in between. He can be good, but he's not top tier. I feel like B is a good spot to put him in. Outside of his ult, like his kit is not anything particularly crazy to me. He's just kind of like a middle of the road character. He's like, oh, there's Moon Knight. Like when you see Moon Knight running, like I don't really get afraid. Like, oh, Moon Knight. Oh. It's not like when you see Iron Fist, oh shit, it was fucking Iron Fist, move. You know he about to box you the fuck up. When I see him, I don't really get that like that much. You have to play the I don't know how to pronounce that word right. He has really good burst damage. I'm gonna put T'Challa. Oh my king. It pains me to say this. I'm gonna put him at I'm gonna have to put him at C chat. Yeah. And you know what's crazy? I got to play in both betas before the full game came out. He was worse. They buffed him. At best, he's in B. Like in the right hands, but like in the average hands, he's like a C. To me. He's a high skill character. That much I will give to him. So like you do have to have good situational awareness to play him. But even still, if you have good situational awareness, I feel like it doesn't pay off a lot of times. I'd be bodying most Black Panthers. Like you would think he'd have more health with his damn vibranium suit too. Yeah, he's good for flanks, but even still, like I said, like it still doesn't feel like it pays off more. Like why play him when you could play him? They both throw hands and move fast. It's kind of like what does he do better than him? I think what would make him instantly better is if instead of having 2 spears, give him 4, or make the 2 spears recharge faster. So at least he can play at a distance a little bit more efficiently. But like, he's just kind of a mid character, which sucks because I love Black Panther, but I don't know. I don't think his ult is particularly good either. Namor is S tier. Really? I feel like most of the Namors I'd be running across are ass. Yeah, I kind of wanted to put him at B. I see people in the chat saying B. I think his turrets are really fucking annoying. When you place him in the right spots, he could be deadly like that. His little water prism jutsu is annoying. But are people really going off with him like that? Not really. I be bodying most of the Namors. He kind of like just another middle of the road character. Like he's cool in the right hands, but you know, not really moving mountains for me. I'm seeing more and more Namors. Maybe people are gotta, and that's why I say we need like 3 months with this game. Maybe people need to figure out the tech with him more. Penny Parker, another tank. Damn, where would I put her? In the right hands, I would say she's S. The problem is most don't know what to do with her. Because like she's a thinking man's character with her traps. She's a setup character for your team. The problem, I'm not gonna lie, I be bodying a lot of Penny Parkers on. They don't know what to do with her. Her ult is one of the best in the game. That shit, it's spider time. A lot of like that shit lasts like a whole minute and she just becomes indestructible, which is very good for pushing, but it does require a thinking player. So the average one you're gonna run across is not good on your team. I don't know where to put her. It's based off my friend. I'm stuck. Maybe a B or an A. I'll die for that S tier. A high B. I'll put her at A. I'll put her at A. In the right hand, she's really good. Oh, you know what too? And then if you know the team up, you add her, Spider-Man, and Venom. Oh yeah, she becomes indestructible if you team it. I'll put her at A. Psylocke, I'll put her at A. In the right hand, she's dangerous. She can backdoor the fuck out of you. I don't feel like she's as good as Iron Fist, but she is really good in the right hands. Be flipping and dipping, got really good mobility. Got some decent range on her. Her ult is deadly when she zips and zooms all over the place. But like, yeah, I would put her at the same tier as like Magic. Like, she's not blowing me away. I'm not like super, I don't get frustrated when I see a Psylocke. I can take them out pretty easily. She's unkillable in her ult. That's why you killed her before. I feel like she's a really good flanker. Yeah, I think she's a really good character. I think A is a solid spot for her. The Punisher. I feel like Punisher's an A. MAGA Man. I'll put him at an A. He's not blowing me away to where he earns an S, but the Punisher is a very basic bitch character that'll get the job done. The Punisher's a good bowl of pho, you know? It's nothing super exotic. It's just a good, warm bowl of pho, home cooking type shit. You feel what I'm saying? It gets the job done. Agreed? His ult is nasty too. It's just embarrassing when you get clapped when you because sometimes you'll hear judge, jury, executioner, and then somebody snipes him in the head, he instantly dies. That's fucking embarrassing. Yeah, if you can aim, he's deadly on your team, especially if you got flying characters in the air, he'll take him out. He's really good. Rocket. I feel like I don't really see too many Rockets, man. I feel like he's one of the weaker healers. Decent damage, but the healing's not particularly great. I feel like the best thing on Rocket's kit is his ability to revive people with the portal. But the thing is, the portal's so big and obvious, like it's not that useful. I feel like C tier is good for him. His mobility's okay with his shift move, but like you don't really see a lot of Rockets. Yeah, matter of fact, I do see more Mantis than Rockets. I do see more Warlocks than him. He's just kind of okay. I don't think he heals enough. Agreed. And then on top of that, his heal is weird because like with Jeff's heal, it's like a straight energy beam. With his, he shoots like little popcorn balls, and you got to catch him up your ass in order to get it, you know? I don't really like that. It's like grenade heals. I don't really like that. At least with what's her name heals, Luna Snows, it shoots directly at him, but he shoots little popcorn farts. I'm good off that. Let's see. Wanda, the glue eater character, arguably be the easiest character to play in the game. Hold left click to win. You don't have to aim. She has an invincibility shift move, has one of the best ults in the game. But what doesn't make her S tier is, although her ult is one of the best in the game, you can team wipe. It takes a second to get off. So if you pop her ass in the head while she's screaming her little sound cue, which by the way, shout out to the dev team. The sound cues in this game are mwah. They are really good, and they help with a bit with dodging ults. I think because her ult has a very obvious weakness, I would leave her at an A. She's a strong DPS, but not S tier. She's an easy glass. Yeah, she's got very low health too. You could clap her pretty easily. So I think A is fair for her. Ooh, this one's tricky. Spider-Man. See? Nah, I don't agree with that. All right, listen. If all you do is solo queue, this nigga's probably a D for you. Because for those unaware, Spider-Man is the most popular superhero in the world. We're talking DC Marvel. He's the best-selling toy. Kids love him, grown men love him. Everybody knows Spider-Man. So naturally, he's gonna have a high pick rate because people want to be Spider-Man. You actually get to swing around the maps, which means you're also going to attract a lot of dumbasses. And if you solo queue, this man will be the bane of your existence. And I said this during the beta. I said, when you get a Spider-Man, he's either going to be S or D tier, depending on the player skills level. Because I'm not going to lie. If you get a good Spider-Man on your team, he will fuck up the other team. But he's such a high skill character who's very squishy. You have to be very good at timing, getting in and out. Where do I put him? Like, fuck. He'll mess up a back line. I'm gonna put him at A. A good one is S tier. An average will be like A, but because there's so many below average ones, like his skill gap is so high that's the issue. I'm gonna put him at A, but he is a very good character in the right hands. If you're good at Genji, chances are you're a Spider-Man. Well, here's the thing about Marvel Rivals that I think a lot of people haven't taken into consideration. It has the Marvel IP, so it attracted a lot of people that didn't play Overwatch. A lot of people think that like, oh, it's just Overwatch refugees playing this game. No, I haven't played Overwatch since like 2016, 2017. I don't care about that game. When the day before this game came out, Overwatch had like 30,000 people playing. It wasn't that damn many people. This game attracted 10 million people is a lot. It attracted a lot of people who've never played Overwatch before. And they love Spider-Man. And that's why this nigga is fucking annoying when you solo queue. So it's a lot of inexperienced people. That's why, and I like it, because if you play quick play, one match will be super sweaty. The next one you will steamroll. You will steamroll a team. I like that. That's the way multiplayer games are supposed to be. I don't want to sweat in every fucking game. Yeah, it's a lot of casuals and sweats. I like that. I like that. Squirrel Girl. I'm gonna put her at a B. I'm gonna put her at a B. I feel like a lot of y'all will put her at S because she got a fat ass and you niggas like furries. But I'm not gonna lie, I see a Squirrel Girl, doesn't really intimidate me.
Follower is as loyal to
in the right hand, she is good, but she's not like top tier to me. She's not really top tier to me. I'm like, yeah, she's okay. Elite Milk, y'all nasty. I don't see many Squirrel Girls, to be honest. Just Junkrat. She's bootleg Junkrat. She's just an okay character. Not gonna lie, I'd be wiping her. I'd be feeling like I'd be wiping her too. Yeah. So I'm gonna put her, I feel like B is fair. Like her kit is nothing special. Jamaicans love Squirrel Girl. Yo, chill. Ooh, Star-Lord. Star-Lord. It's funny, the only D tier I have so far is the Hulk. Fuck him. Matter of fact, yo, Marvel Rival developers, the easiest way to fix the Hulk and balance it out, if you don't want to make him punch harder or give him more health, just change his name in the game from the Incredible Hulk to the MCU Hulk and give him some glasses. Because if you change him to the MCU Hulk, then it'll be more lore accurate of why he's such a fucking bitch in the game. There you go, problem solved. You don't even have to do any balancing. Just get this nigga some glasses and change his name. Star-Lord, I'm not gonna lie, I put Star-Lord in the same fucking, he's A. A good Star-Lord could be S tier. But I'm not gonna lie, most Star-Lords are fucking ass. He's another really cool character that a lot of people like to play because he's got good mobility. His ult is pretty much auto kill. It aims for you. His little spinning move kills a lot. Very strong character, but he does have a decent skill gap. You got to know how to, I mean, you could be trash and still get kills with him. Don't get me wrong, but you do know how to flank and move around because he's kind of squishy. He's kind of like Spider-Man, not as hard though. I would put him at an A tier. But in the right hands, he is fucking annoying. He can be like S tier, but I wouldn't put him definitively. Fuck his ult. I feel like his ult lasts way too long. Just a scrub ass move. And he'd be up at the top of the damn map, auto aiming, bro. Black Widow. High skill character. Doesn't have strong mobility, but she hits like a truck with her sniper rifle. That being said, the trade-off is just not worth it to me. I feel like she's a C tier. In the right hands, she's an A. Because I've gone against some demon Black Widows. In the right hand, she is nasty. But I feel like most players just rush her. You could body her, run her ass down. And her hand-to-hand is not strong enough. And then because there's such a high skill gap to get her shot off, it's a little bit slower. I'd put her at a C tier. She's just okay. She's okay. She sneaks me sometimes. Yeah. If Cap main can wipe her. Oh yeah, I play Cap. I'd be rushing her down. Put the shield up, rush her down, bop her upside the fucking head. I put Storm at B tier. I've got some experience with her. I think she's very useful I feel like she's if you're solo queuing, she might not be the best. But if you're running with a squad, I feel like that's when she's most useful. She'll go from a B to an A. So I'd put her at a B. Reason being is like her buffs help the team. She has a buff that gives you a speed boost. And it'll speed boost the team if they're in the circle. So that's good for pushing the objective. And then she also has a damage buff, which is good for helping the team. She has one of the best ults in the game with that lightning tornado. And then she can stay in the air. But she's not like blowing me away. She's just a decent character. She's a decent character. She's a really good support character, so I feel like you have to be playing with a squad. If you're solo queuing, you don't want to run her. Thor. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a lot of experience with Thor. But I take that back. I have more experience with teaming up with him with a Cap. When he's running with Cap, he's A tier. Outside of that, I feel like he's a B. Because he gives that electric. Yeah, if you run Storm, Thor, and Cap, you get that lightning bonus between the three. Then they all become very strong. His team ups are great, But yeah, his team ups are great. But if you're not teaming up, his utility is not as strong. Kind of like I would put him in the same bracket as like Magneto. You need to coordinate basically. He's decent. He's decent, I would say. Venom, S tier. S tier. That's one of my favorite characters. I thought the way that Venom plays, I thought that's the way the Hulk would play. Venom, if you have not played the game, he has the most sustain out of any tank. His E move is busted. When you about to die, hit E, you get it back in 10 seconds. It gives you health and armor. He is very hard to kill. And the reason being is not only does he have a lot of health, but he has mobility. You can also swing with Venom just like Spider-Man. So not only can you heal to stay alive, you can just swing out the situation, run to your back line, get your heals. When you're even if you're being even a brain dead person is like a B, A tier with a Venom. In the right hands, he's always going to be an S tier. He's busted, very strong, and he does decent damage too. Venom's very good. You're going to get that 19 inches. I hate him. Yeah, it's been so many games where I get him low. He pops that E and then just runs away. It's fucking annoying because then you're on the back line of the enemy team and you're getting jumped. But to be fair, that's what a tank is supposed to do. He is the most tankiest tank with good mobility. Now, this is a character...
follower is as loyal to you.
Yo, shout out to Zet with the sub. These next two characters surprise me the most. Bucky and Wolverine. The White Wolf. I'm going to put him at an A tier. And I'm gonna be honest. In the right hands, he's kind of an S tier. I've seen some crazy clips with this motherfucker because you can spam his ult. You can keep going. He is very slick. I did not expect to like him. First of all, his just regular gun hits like a truck. You can like two-shot a lot of people. He has a move where you can pull people like Scorpion. Then he has an uppercut move that stuns people. His ult, you can spam it like 3 times in a row, does a bunch of damage. AoE, very strong DPS, very strong. I put him at an AS. In the right hands, he's an S, but I feel like A is a little bit more fair. 3 shots to reload. Matter of fact, although his gun does a shit ton of damage, that's why I'm going to put him at an A. Because you only get 3 bullets before you reload. It's a hand cannon. So in the wrong hands, a Bucky can be a nightmare for the team. Because with a Bucky, you have to hit your shots. But if you do hit him, oh boy. I think that's why I'm going to put him at an A. He's a little bit more skill-based. He also reloads when he uses any abilities. Very cool character, surprisingly. Now, this one also surprised me too. Wolverine. I thought he was going to be S tier based off of popularity. I'm going to be honest. I think the average Wolverine is B tier at best, and on a good day, A. I be washing most Wolverines. I don't fear him when I see him. Which is weird because this is the man with the healing factor, but for some reason, this guy has a better healing factor than this guy. But he's really not that good. In the right hands, he can have a lot of sustain, but he's got to have healers all around him and tanks and shit like that. But he's not that, even on his best day, I feel like he's an A at best. I feel like he's a B. He's just an okay character. He's very underwhelming. Very underwhelming. Even that fastball special is like whatever to me. He's only good if attacking healers. Yeah. First time playing, I was like, yeah, I'm good off of him. Adolf Hitler's S tier. Oh, you talking about the shark? This guy. Never feel a Wolverine. All right. Next is the character I've been playing the most. Big Captain America. Big Cap. If you ask the internet, they're going to say C tier. I'm going to be honest. If you ask me, as somebody who plays Cap, he's between an A and an S. It depends. I'm not 100% sure on him. I don't know if I want to give him the S. I've had like 20 plus kill games as a tank with fucking Captain America. And I think the biggest issue with Cap, what made you go for big B for Magneto? Magneto is only really useful when he's teaming up with Wanda. Without that, there's a serious lack of utility. He's pretty basic. He doesn't really help the team that much. If you just want to, because my thing is like, why go Magneto if you don't have this team up when then you can just go for Doctor Strange, who has a bigger shield with more health. His utility is just lackluster without a team up. But back to Cap. I play a lot of Cap. I see people saying he's not that good. I think y'all just suck at the game. Cap is a flanker and a diver. You got to get in, good, get out. And on top of that, his shield reflects several alt. Like you can reflect Iron Man's ult with his shield and send it back to him and send him to hell. That's fucking fire. I'm gonna leave him at an A. I feel like when I'm going off, he feels like an S tier character, but I'm gonna leave him at an A. I'm gonna leave him at an A to be fair. Cap might have the highest skill ceiling in the game. I don't know what people be talking about when they say he suck. I be going crazy with this nigga. His shield reflects off walls, so you can get kills that way. He's a very strong character. Thanks for the tip. Oh yeah, see, you didn't even know that. Yeah, and characters that shoot guns, when you have his shield, it reflects the bullets and you can damage them with it, bruh. You just got to watch your feet with Cap. You got to watch your feet because the shield doesn't cover the feet. But the trade-off for that is his mobility. The key to playing Cap, I quickly figured it out. Hold shift at all times. Get in, punch him a few times, run away. From the top rope, baby. Cloak and Dagger. I feel like I want to put them at either an A or an S. A or S, A or S. I feel like I haven't played with a bad cloak or dagger. I'm not gonna lie, they're very useful for the team. You get the cloak to blind people, the heals, the damage. Very good character. Cool character too. Cool character design. Catching the stream. Welcome to Stream Glow. Yeah, damage and heals, very good utility. I feel like I have not played with a bad cloak and dagger. It's a very useful character. Invulnerable through alts too. Facts. Yeah, I'm comfortable with an S. I haven't had a bad experience with one. A lot of utility and a lot of heal. Very useful to the team. Like you'll never see anybody complaining when somebody plays cloak and dagger. Those are my mains right there. A B for the magician. Really? Where would I put him? Nah, he's hard to kill, man. I don't know if I would put Doctor Strange. I feel like Doctor Strange is an A. I feel like I'd put him at an A. He has the biggest shield, like literally, but also it has the most health. I think his shield has like 800. He can summon a circle to teleport people through. You can use that as a trap to bait people. Does decent damage. His Eye of Agamotto stuns people. So very good for team fights. I feel like he's a strong tank. I feel like he's a strong tank. He gets the job done. He's like almost like a magic better version of Reinhardt. You can use the portal and sky and just shoot people. Yeah, like you can open it up to the other side and then shoot people through and shit. I think the problem with him is he's more of a thinking man's character, so some people might not like him. You know, some people just want to run to the back line and punch people nonstop. But he does, I think he takes a little bit more skill to play, but I think he is good. I feel like I don't really see too many bad Doctor Stranges, which speaks to his utility. Groot, I'm going to put at A as well. I played a lot of Groot. Groot is fucking really good. Groot is good because he's hard to kill. The heals, the team up with Rocket, his ability to control the pace and the direction your opponent is going, especially maps where there's a lot of doorways. Groot is fucking annoying. Yeah, that damn wall. And then his AoE is large, can hit a bunch of people. Very useful. You cannot kill him with Rocket. He's a very strong tank. Very strong tank. Groot is good except for players who wall you off. Yeah, that's maybe why I would put him at an A. There's a little bit of skills gap there too, because you will run into randoms who will wall you off and fuck you up, and then they fuck your push. But he's a strong character. I think he's really good. A good Groot is scary. Being walked down away from your team is terrifying. Facts. This nigga's S tier, bro. I'm actually shocked he's S tier. It's fucking Hawkeye. This dude shoots a bow and arrow. But I feel like he does more damage than Black Widow. I feel like he gets his shots off much quicker. The only problem, it makes me want to drop an A. It makes me want to drop him to an A. And the reason being is, hear me out, chat. He is S tier. But I feel like dropping him to an A just because, like, not every Hawkeye player is a bitch. But every bitch you run into this game will be a Hawkeye player. And the reason being is, this game does not have a lot of hackers. But if you are going to run into a hacker, guess who they're playing? There's no in between. Every Hawkeye that I've encountered, them niggas either suck and I be bodying them, or they be having the deadliest aim I ever seen. And I'm here to let you know, the ones that have the deadliest aim, I don't believe you. Be nothing but headshots. If you're gonna run into a hacker, it's a Hawkeye. Always watch the Hawkeyes, watch the kill cams. Keep a Hawkeye for this Hawkeye. He's shooting semi-trucks with arrows. Motherfuckers be in the corner of the map scoping. Yeah.
Thanks.
And I'm not gonna,
Hopefully you're not as annoying as
I'm not gonna lie, Hella's kind of the same. I feel like in the wrong hands, Hella is like a B tier, but in the right hands, she's an S tier. Hella is fucking annoying. She's another person that does a lot of damage. The problem with her is she's a high skill character, but a good Hella will fuck you up. I'm putting her on the S tier. She's been a problem since the beta.
For my locks.
Just land those shots. The problem is with these two characters, if you don't land those shots, then they drop a lot. But in the right hands, they are fucking dangerous. And ladies and gentlemen, that is where I would rank. As of week 1, Marvel Rivals. That's how I would personally rank the characters, which most characters are pretty good. Most of the characters came into the A tier. I really only had one D tier, which was the Hulk. He really needs a buff. And we also need more tanks. I think Colossus is coming to the game. Last night I seen a TikTok of voice lines that happen between characters before the match starts. And it was, I think it was Wolverine. Yeah, it was Wolverine talking to a Magneto. If you have a Wolverine and a Magneto on the same team, when they talk to each other, Magneto brings up the fastball special between Wolverine and Colossus. So Magneto acknowledges his existence. I'm like, oh, is that a little hint? We're getting Colossus soon. You know the Thing is coming because Reed Richards always already leaked. So that means the rest of the Fantastic Four is going to come. But we need more tanks. We need more healers. Bishop would be a fire tank. Yeah. You want to play, Siggy? Man, we could play. We got a squad. Silver Surfer. Let me download that shit. I can tweet that out. Man, just download the image. Need Spider Ham. We got enough spider characters. Did that save? It did not. Download image. There we go. All right, we got it. Boom, boom. So yeah, that's where I'm ranking all the characters Marvel Rivals. With that being said, I guess we're gonna hop on some Marvel Rivals and play it now that we're done talking about it. Same for Morbius, Spider-Man, and Squirrel Girl. I would love to have Morbius in the game. The developers of Marvel Rivals have something fucking. You have a chance to do something fucking funny here, okay? I need you to put Morbius, first put Blade in the game, because he's been leaked that he's coming. Put Blade in the game, then put Morbius after. They can be team up partners, right? Because Morbius is a Blade villain, right? And for Morbius's ultimate, it takes like 5 to 10 seconds to get off. Like, he just is gonna scream, he's gonna hold his hand. It's Morbin time. And just blows up the whole fucking map, and you get a team wipe. I need y'all to put It's Morbin Time, the ultimate, in the fucking game. We need that. And then also he needs a move where like he dances, like in the movie, the scene of the dude dancing in the mirror, and it debuffs anybody nearby. That shit would be lit. I'm hopping into Discord, Siggy. Write that down. Professor X. Professor X should be a tank. Put Professor X in the game with chrome wheels. The chrome wheels make him a tank. Is that Professor X sitting on 22s, nigga? God damn. And he would have crazy mobility. Like, imagine Professor X jumping off the top rope, doing a 360, hitting a mind blast on a nigga. Mind blast! Ah! And it's possible because you know Professor X was in the X-Men fighting game. I don't know if y'all know that. Let me see. X. What fighting game? Was it X-Men Mutant Academy? Here you go. Yeah, it was Mutant Academy 2. Y'all, come on. Put him in the game. This is a real game. Oh, you can. The nigga was broken too, right? Because he was a troll character. I was just about to say that. Put Professor X in the game as a tank. That shit would be funny. You know nothing about that. I had X-Men Mutant Academy. How you think I do, nigga? How you think I do? I like the game. Shit. I just couldn't remember which one he was in.